Hi, here in this video, let's discuss Nervous Conditions, which is a non-fiction book that deals with the themes of poverty, the challenges faced by women trying to achieve their aims in life, and the struggles they have to undertake to be able to succeed. Let's look at the detailed summary and the book review of the
Nervous Conditions is a novel by Zimbabwean author Tsitsi Dangarembga. First published in the United Kingdom in 1988. It was the first book published by a black woman from Zimbabwe in English. Nervous Conditions won the Commonwealth Writers Prize in 1989. And in 2018 was listed as one of the BBC's top 100 books that changed the world. The semi-autobiographical novel focuses on the story of a Shona family in post-colonial Rhodesia during the 1960s. Nervous Conditions is the first book of a trilogy, with the Book of Not, 2006, as the second novel in the series, and This Mournable Body, 2020, as the third. Nervous Conditions illustrates the dynamic themes of race, colonialism, and gender during the colonial period of present-day Zimbabwe. The title is taken from the introduction by Jean-Paul Sartre to Frantz Fanon's The Wretched of the Earth, 1961. Plot summary. Tambo is the main character of the novel. The novel opens with the news that Tambo's older brother, Namo, had just died. Tambo is not upset about this because Namo studied at a missionary school away from home with his uncle Baba Mukuru and his family. The only thing Tambo desires is to attend school, but her family is very poor and does not have enough money to pay her school fees. Tambo's uncle, Baba Mukuru, and his family came to visit the homestead. Because of Baba Mukuru's success, he is worshipped whenever he comes to visit. During the visit, Baba Mukuru suggests that Tambo should take Namo's place and attend the missionary school by his house. Upon arriving, she soon becomes close to her cousin Nyasha and completely focuses on her studies. During term break, everyone returns to visit the family back in the homestead. Tambo does not want to go back as she is much more comfortable living with Baba Mukuru. Towards the end of the term, there is an exam administered at Tambo's school. This exam is to test the students and offer them an opportunity to study at a well-known missionary school. Tambo excels on the exam and is offered a scholarship to attend this well-known school. In the new school, Tambo is introduced to many cultural changes. However, she remains resistant to the changes. As always, she is fully focused on her studies. Consequently, she remains cautious of her daily situations and nervous of the conditions that surround her. Characters: Tambo, Jeremiah and Mainini's daughter. Tambo is the novel's main character and narrator of the story. Her desire for an education and to improve herself seems strong enough to overcome just about anything. She is very hard on herself, and always strives to do her best and make the correct decisions. Nyasha, Tambo's first cousin, Baba Mukuru and Maiguru's daughter. Her desire to be independent gets her into a lot of trouble, including numerous arguments with her father. Her time in England showed her a different life, and she is having trouble assimilating back into Rhodesian society, suffering from bulimia. Baba Mukuru, Tambo's uncle, and the head of her family. He is married to Maiguru and has a daughter, Nyasha. His actual name is mentioned in the novel only as Mr. Sigork. He is otherwise referred to by clan names in the Shona language. Tambo always calls him Baba Mukuru, which means father's older brother. Tambo's father's generation call him Mukoma, which means oldest brother. A well-educated man, he is the dean of the missionary school. As head of the family, he feels responsible for the rest of his extended family. He also regards them as insufficiently hard-working, which makes him rather authoritarian towards them. By contrast, he shows subservience to the people who helped him get his education. Maiguru, Nyasha's mother. Maiguru is a well-educated woman who is forced to be reliant on her husband, Baba Mukuru. She is frustrated because while she has the potential to provide for herself, she is prevented from doing so by patriarchal forces. Chido, Baba Mukuru and Maiguru's son. Because Chido is Baba Mukuru's son, he received a good education, but he succumbed to the customs of the white colonists. Jeremiah, Baba Mukuru's brother and Tambu's father. Jeremiah received very little education and is barely able to provide for his family. He acts grateful to Baba Mukuru for the education he provided his children with. Lucia, Mainini's sister. Lucia stays relatively unknown during the course of the novel. She is believed to have had many affairs with wealthy men. She is a very independent woman, and is determined to educate herself and not fall into the normal roles of women in her society. Mainini, Tambu's mother. After Namo's death, when Tambu goes to the mission, she becomes very resentful of Baba Mukuru for taking another one of her children to his school. Namo, Tambu's brother. As the eldest son in the family, Namo is chosen to go to the mission school. After being at the school, he feels he is superior to the rest of his family, and takes no part in their daily tasks. Eventually, he starts going home from the mission less and less until his death. Major themes in the novel. Gender. Gender is one major theme expressed in the novel. The Rhodesian female characters are oppressed on the basis of gender, and this is a driving force behind many of the story arcs in the novel. Colonialism. Colonialism is another major theme in the novel. It is another driving force behind many of the plot points, including the fixation on Western education and Nyasha's internal struggles with race and colonialism. Additionally, Tambu's trajectory starting with her early education and ending with her acceptance at the nuns' school reveals the colonial nature of that scholarship, since the African students were not treated the same as the white Western students. Book review. Nervous Conditions by Tsitsi Dangarembga. This journey of Tambu helps us view society from a different perspective. Nervous Conditions is a non-fiction book that explores the themes of poverty, the difficulties that women face in achieving their goals in life, and the struggles that they must endure in order to be successful. Because of the death of her older brother, Tambu receives an opportunity to pursue a higher education after the novel's main protagonist, Namo, passes away. Namo was the only male in the entire family, and as a result, he was always the center of attention, as Jeremiah, their father, expected him to be the one who would rescue them from the squalor in which they were forced to live. However, as a result of his exposure to Western culture, he has come to reject his own culture and has begun to distance himself from his family. Tambu is given the opportunity to pursue her dreams shortly after his death, but her mother Mashingi is concerned about the changes that may occur as a result of Tambu's exposure to Western culture in a similar manner. When Tambu's wealthy and learned uncle Baba Mukuru decides to pursue higher education in England, she joins him. Baba Mukuru was always treated with deference and awe because he was able to achieve success through perseverance and hard work, and he was regarded as such. As Tambu continues to live with Baba Mukuru, many more secrets and the true nature of Baba Mukuru are revealed. In her quest to better her situation through education, she discovers shocking truths about the Baba Mukuru family that she cannot ignore. Although it appeared that way from a distance, the lives of Meguru and Nyasha were far from what they should have been. Throughout this book, we are introduced to a plethora of different struggles that women face. Through Tambu's journey, we are able to gain a new perspective on society, and the fact that anything is possible is conveyed through Tsitsi Dangarembga's magnificent work. It is unquestionably a must-read book. If you haven't read it yet, you are missing out on a great deal in your life. End of the review. Thank you. Thank you.